Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome to the Lesbian News. Our top stories and headlines today are more news from the set of the L Word Generation Q Season 3 and further confirmation on a returning face. Hacks Season 2 sets sail for lesbian paradise, and Station 19 closes out for the season with the real-life Maya and Karina popping up in Italy. Who will return for Grey's Anatomy's 400th episode? Jennifer Beals ends her run on Law & Order Organized Crime, and Stranger Things returns this week. All that and more coming up on the Lesbian News. Welcome back to the Lesbian News. Thank you so much for joining us. Our top story today, more news from the set of the L Word Generation Q Season 3. The cast returned, kind of, on Zoom for a table read last week. With episodes 1 and 2 scripts being finalized, the cast did an entire run-through for the Showtime executives. And further news from the set, last week Rosie took to TikTok to let Bette and Tina fans know that Carrie's return spelled trouble for the fan favorite couple.
I love your work. Any new products or projects to look forward to? I am doing a show called American Gigolo for Showtime, and I believe I'll be back on the L Word. Dun, 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 dun.
No word yet on how many episodes Rosie will be in, but you can be sure the Lesbian News will let you know as soon as that news breaks. Hacks, one of the best shows on television, set sail for lesbian paradise this week.
So how were they?
Audiences B-, but the cunnilingus A+.
I thought this was a gay crew.
It is. Lesbians.
Hacks is in its second season, and with the 4th episode premiering last week, we even got an L-word reference in this lesbian-themed episode.
But do you feel that society has programmed you to feel this way? You know, not society at large, more so the L Word and the U.S. women's national soccer team.
Along with the plethora of lesbians in this episode, we also got a guest appearance by Margaret Cho. If you've missed out on this show, you seriously need to re-examine your watch schedule and get over to HBO Max and catch up on the entire first season and the first 4 episodes of Season 2 before Episode 5 premieres this week.
Hope we don't have to parallel park this thing. Oh, please. It's not a lesbian joke. It's a woman joke. Everyone hates women.
If you just want to see a ship full of lesbians.
Anyway, how are you?
Not great.
I'm surrounded by lesbians.
Huh.
And some of the funniest lesbian jokes on TV this week, head over to episode 4 of Hacks on HBO Max. Station 19 ended for the season last week, and although the second half of season 5 was an absolute dumpster fire of garbage, we ended on an okay note for the season. Maya and Karina did get a storyline in the finale that was not centered around a man, so that was a little bit of a pick-me-up for fans last week. Some good news, though, regarding Station 19 is that Danielle and Stefania seem to be in Italy, making fans very happy with their mini conventions they've been doing, and also being very interactive on Instagram while they're on their mini tour. It's so nice to see some actors speaking to their fans and interacting, and you can tell the ladies are so appreciative of not only their roles on the show, but the loyalty of their large fan base.
Consider dating each other.
No. We're friends. We love each other a lot, but as friends.
What's your favorite couple on Station 19? You can't say Marina. Vic.
I can think of a few shows who could maybe take a page out of the ladies' positivity book. Grey's Anatomy is gearing up for its 400th episode and 2-hour bumper season finale this week. Who will return? Will we finally get our wishes? and see Calzona back on screen. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny possibility, but it exists. So tune in May 26th, Thursday on ABC for the 2-hour finale to find out who returns. Before the rest of our stories, let's check in with our chief meteorologist, Miss G. G, how's the weather looking coming up to the bank holiday? Thanks, G. Now on to the rest of our stories. Evil Straight Bette Porter has been arrested for all of her crimes. Jennifer Beals ended her run on Law & Order Organized Crime last week. It's still up in the air whether Jennifer Beals will return for season 3, as her friend Eileen Chaikin was axed as showrunner towards the end of Eileen's freshman season. Law & Order will return for season 3 in the fall, and we'll have to keep our eyes peeled to see if that will include the return of evil Straight Bette Porter. And finally, Stranger Things is finally returning this week, Friday, May 27th. Last season, the character of Robin came out at the tail end of the season, but critics who have enjoyed the first half of the new season seem to hint that there is a romance on the cards for Robin. We'll have to tune in to Netflix on Friday for the first half of the new season to find out. And that's all we've got time for today here at the Lesbian News. But don't forget, we'll be back next week with the latest and greatest in lesbian and woman-loving woman news. From everyone here at the studio, Miss G and myself, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.